Alrighty, so welcome to Tuesday morning stream. I'm your host, Parfliner9. This is a brief stream where I am going to be doing some stuff. So, yes, give me a sec. I'm trying to. What the fuck? There we go. Alright, well, yeah. This is a very brief-ish stream. Just doing whatever the hell I feel like. I've been doing Yakuza games for a good while now. Well, Yakuza 0 for a while now. Figured at the very least, for the few days I'll be streaming, may as well take an intermission from it. And so here we are. So, this is not going to be particularly long as the streams I've been doing, because I know I've been passing over 2 hours. This is going to be like an hour and a half at least. Maybe a little below, because I am going to be leaving soon for work. Well, gotta prepare to go for work, but figured I'd squeeze this out before I get started. Peace of mind and all that. That way I don't have to think about it. Anyway, so the first game we're playing is For Honor, and it's a game that is as sweaty as Call of Duty, I think. So, yeah. We got that going for me right now. Right. I'm trying to think. Did I pack? I think I packed up everything I need for today. I did some of the stuff I had to yesterday anyway, so it's mostly like lunch and all that. This isn't For Honor, this is Destiny 2. Yeah, no, there's like an event going on with Destiny and For Honor with Saint 14 and Shax. So that's great, and one moment. Right, I'll do so. Apologies about that. Yeah, so... yeah, so, let me see here right now. Yeah, let's do some Dominion, I guess. I want to get this... I want to get the ball rolling with something quick, dirty, and to the point at least. So I've been playing For Honor for not a long while, if I'm being honest. I mean, as you clearly tell from my renown rank, I have some characters that are at least above 5. Well, 2 characters that are above 5. One is the Kyoshin, the other is the Warden. I think the second to that is Centurion, or Centurion, whatever the hell you wanna call it. And before that is the Autumn. Alright, see ya. Anyway, and the one before that is Automusha. So right now, I am getting into playing... I'm right now getting into playing the Lawbringer. Oh no, my Centurion is Renown level 5, whilst my Warden is 3. Alright. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting into Lawbringer right now. I think a while ago there was like a rework for them, wasn't there? To allow them for more offensive maneuvers. So that's been going interesting, I guess. Yeah, this is what my Lawbringer looks like. It's just that. Could go for this look, but I mean, oh hey, even better look right there. Bingo, bango, bongo. I look like a thing that would just be avoided. I don't know. It's early in the morning right now for me, so to say the least, I don't exactly have any strong witticisms to give, you know? There we go. Alright, so, For Honor, the only other Ubisoft game that is being sustained besides X-Defiant and Rainbow Six Siege, to which I'm trying to think right now. Yeah, I'm trying to think right now with Ubisoft being reamed and fucked in every sense of the word, with them having like Star Wars Outlaws be a bust for them. There's like a few other games that are kind of a bust for them too, but Outlaws was the biggest one. Right now there is a... oh yeah, that's right, Assassin's Creed Shadows was delayed, wasn't it? But yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows was delayed. Outlaws is reaming in the ass. It's just all around going horribly for them. And right now, I'm imagining they're consolidating what good games they got. Yeah, what few good games they have on hand right now. So that would mean that arguably For Honor is one of their few standing ovations to some extent, despite its rocky start. Rainbow Six Siege is probably still standing, despite the fact that the Recruit rework fucked everything over as well. And X-Defiant, despite me not playing it as of late, I still think of it much more fondly than I do Black Ops 6 right now. And no, I have not played Black Ops 6 and have no intention of doing so because, well, after Modern Warfare 3, I got fucking burned. Con me out of $120, will you? Assholes. The only time I played Modern Warfare 3 for free was only in Season 2 of MW3. And that was because I wanted to get the FN2000, because I loved Splinter Cell. Anyway, I hear there's like a few good things about Black Ops 6. Yeah, I hear there's a few good things about Black Ops 6, though. Can't say I'm wanting to go out of my way to play it, though. That's for sure. Here.
You captured Zone C.
Alright. So I am going to be streaming the second game real quick. The other game, respectively, being Wayfinders. The 1.0 patch recently came out.
You lost Zone A.
Pretty interesting. They added the last hero they wanted.
You lost
the airship
Zone C.
syndicate. They added the last.
You captured Zone A. You lost Zone A.
Yeah, the 1.0 update for Wayfinder came out, and they added Laura to the mix. Who is a I'm trying to think. She is a, I want to say a caster, not a caster character rather, but she, well actually, she is pretty much the same equivalent of Kairos, in the sense that she has innate magical abilities. That's the best way I can describe it.
Ad mortem inimicus! Ad mortem inimicus! Potasse fortuna tua! You captured Zone C.
Ugh, boy. Trying to hold the points right now. Why the fuck do we have two ninjas again?
You lost Zone C.
Alright, come on.
You captured Zone A. Ad mortem inumi! Ad mortem inimicus! Incredibili! You captured Zone C.
Alright. Good thing I took the boosting capture at least, so there's that. Boy.
Ad mortem inimicus!
Oh, damn.
You lost Zone C. You lost Zone A.
Ugh, boy. Can you tell I've not played that much For Honor? Especially the PvP side of For Honor, because apparently you can play with bots. It's totally possible, you just need to turn off, you know, matchmaking and then afterwards enable bots and just choose player versus AI. You're not gonna get much renown out of it though, so...
You captured Zone A.
Why the fuck do we have two shinobis? Boy. I don't want to say they're bad, but at the same time, you know, they're not really that good either. I mean, I'm not that good of a lawbringer either. I just started fucking playing it.
Your team is breaking.
Can we die already? May as well.
You lost Zone A.
Ah yes, our future hangs on the bot. It's great. I was gonna alt tab, but no. Oh my goodness. I don't know how I got champion status if I'm being honest. Let me see, what am I... Alright. Let's do another one, and then afterwards I'm switching gears. Actually, no, we still got some time. Boy, so I've been playing Yakuza 0 for on stream at the very least for a while now, and it's probably going to continue on the weekends, that trend. However, with me being employed right now, I am going to be scattershot a bit in my timing right now. Which is why I fortunately have already relegated streaming to an auxiliary standpoint, so that's just great. Yeah, so for the most part, that's where things stand right now, at least. It's just something. Ugh, boy. So yeah, I'm really trying to think off the top of my head what I can talk about, because for the most part, all the things I've been watching are pretty old right now to some extent in terms of like relevancy to some extent, whether that be internet drama or otherwise. I'm trying to think though. So let's go with, let's just go off of that. So I've been watching some old internet topics that came and gone a while ago. It was interesting to see what some of it was. Some of it pertains to now, as for example, you have a disrespectful doctor, a guy that crashed his car while streaming himself, looking at his phone. Then you got trying to think. That disrespectful doctor trying to get back on the platform that is, for lack of a better word, scorned him to some extent because of what he did.
We were in a match. A little slow.
Alright, but yeah. So there's that. In terms of I guess, social medias and the like, I'm trying to think. I've been keeping my ears to the ground for Dragon Age Veilguard. The opinions are all over the place to some extent, as to be expected to one degree or another, with how some of the games are divisive to some extent. I'll say this about Dragon Age Veilguard. I'm looking forward to it, cautiously speaking, that is. Mostly due to the fact that I like Dragon Age, and having gone through and played a lot of BioWare's roster, along with Obsidian's, I think to some extent I'm slightly qualified to speak on it more efficiently to some extent. I'm probably not as qualified as someone who's actually, like, for example, played Neverwinter Nights extensively, or someone that has examined every bit of lore from Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, along with, comprehensively, looking into all of their catalog, but still, Yeah, so, for what I do know, as well as from what I can say, Dragon Age Veilguard is certainly to be interesting. I'll say that.
Not the best there, but okay. At most. Oh my god. Yeah, god. No, yeah.
Oh, damn it. Alrighty. But yeah, so from what I can at the very least say of the information I got from Dragon Age Veilguard at the very least, it is to be different from definitely from Origins, different from Inquisition, and so much more at the very least. It's a lot more action oriented from all accounts that I've heard and seen, which isn't.
I'm gonna need some help. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. Yep.
But yeah, so
change it up, dude. You're making 10 players look bad.
oh my god. We have
They
not.
were all last time. Sort of.
We have not taken a single fucking objective, man. Hold on. Anyway, as I was saying, so yeah, it is to be different. Veil Guard is more action oriented, and trying to think off the top of my head.
Oh, the standing is insane.
You captured Zone C.
Like standing is so that they don't kill predators.
Ad mortem inimicus!
Try picking up a different character that doesn't have a down
Ad
button.
mortem inimicus! You captured Zone A.
Cleaned up. So it's much more action. Oh, God. You know what? I'm just gonna shut up for a moment because this fucking guy is just. I mean, no offense, because he seems to be a fine fellow and he's frustrated, but he is killing my momentum and my thought process right now. So I'm just gonna really focus up on the game here.
Dead.
It's not like a game momentum. I'm fucking myself over right now. Ugh.
Lost Zone A.
How the hell am I top?
Done my glass.
It was already on. Were you using this?
I know a Kyoshin player.
If you want to come back, I need help about the account. Yeah. I'm getting 31. I'm dead.
You lost
I
Zone
have
C.
3 stack and I have no health. What am I supposed to do against that? They're just gonna 3 stack it as well. There's no one in this game to fight one-on-one. They're all want to freaking jump people so they can get their kills. Instead of focusing on kills, focus on the actual work so you can get better at the game. Play different characters.
Jesus Christ, can someone help me take A, please? Oh my God. Everyone's taking C, but nobody's taking A.
Why are you being rude, dude? I'm getting 2v1 again. I'm getting 3v1. Oh, there's aim. Anytime help shows up, it's too late. They can't fight 1v1. They don't know how. They don't know how to fight at all. They try to fight 1v1, they die. They're too scared of messing up their KD. That's all that's important.
This guy's just charging at C the entire time, while there's like one fucking dude at A. Oh, now there's like more. Alright. There's some free aggro right now.
There you go, you're learning.
You captured Zone C.
Everyone's like, Jesus Christ. No wonder we're fucking losing. Right now we're fucking losing everything else. I'm trying to take A, and there's like 2 people trying to take fucking C. Alright, let's
You
chill
lost
for B
Zone
then.
C. You captured Zone C.
Do something original. Do something original. I can pick up the characters with the same
Your team is breaking. You lost
It's the same
Zone
combo
C.
every single time, but it's unblockable. Undodgeable. Because your life is now way faster than anyone else in the team. You just want to stand. So you're gonna get jumped. Don't lose. Dead. They're just gonna spam the right. They're gonna spam the right. Don't know how to do one block. Because they're stuck in the game.
Defeat.
Oh god. Class act right now. Alrighty. Got time for like one more match at least. Alrighty. Yay! Now we're away from that guy. Woo, yeah. The man does have a point to some extent. It's mostly just the fact that he's frustrated right there. The game, For Honor, has become both a mindless, from what I understand at the very least, from older accounts, in my experience, has become a bit of a mindless game without much in the way of conventional dueling. It's just pretty much spamming a bunch of combos and moves. And so, yeah, to say the least, he's got a point, but just as well, the entire match he's been zoning on C when there's like one dude at A. So, you know, can we really say it's just that trend? Or can we say it's also the fact that there's like 3 people going to fucking other area and then you got me going at A? It's like playing Xafine all over again. The same thing is happening there. Nobody's playing the fucking point. If they are, they're just zoning in on one. Come on, guys, spread it out. Alrighty. Alrighty, continue the Lawbringer. Let's see here. Should I play? No. Let's see. Do I want to play something else or not? That's what I'm thinking. You know, I want to continue trying to understand Lawbringer a bit better. Why not? Let's continue with my discount Warhammer 40k Custodes look. That's not gold, that's bronze. So, Valkyrie, Orochi, Shugoki, and a Black Rider. And then you got, oh my god, 2 ninjas, an Aramusha, and then you got me, a Lawbringer. So, while this guy has the benefit of having a Norse Valkyrie, I have the benefit of 3 weebs. And by the looks of them, fresh off the boat. I shouldn't say that, but still, it's true. Cool. So that's your first problem. You let your guard down.
You captured Zone C.
Yep.
You lost Zone A.
Alright, time to hold the line. Oh god, my back! You broke my back! Alrighty. Grief all might. No, I'm not doing that. I see you right there. Right, looks like I'll be playing Watchdog right now. Time to hack the system. You just see me fucking. That was not my intention to accidentally access chat, though.
You lost Zone C.
Let's keep going.
You captured Zone A.
Hey, look at that.
You have done me a great service.
You captured Zone C.
Oh, I'm dead. I am dead. Not big surprise. Gotta love how the Black Friar is just literally the most fucking whatever out of all of them. Oh, that's so fucking hilarious.
You lost Zone C.
You can tell. You can tell out of all of them, the Black Friar is the most edgy. The way his character's designed.
You lost
Although
Zone
it
A.
doesn't really reflect the player.
You captured Zone C. You captured Zone A.
Ad profundi. Tenebris.
How is it that a fucking halberd not feel like it has any range in it at all? That's what I'm trying to figure out right
You
now.
lost Zone C.
I bring the law.
You lost Zone A.
Jesus Christ, how was I the only one that got the highest of all of us? Alrighty. Looks like my orders are done. Alrighty. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, time to switch gears over to Wayfinder now. What time is it right now? Because I do need to keep track. Alright, so a while ago Wayfinder has pushed out its 1.0 update. This came out last week, if I'm not mistaken, so yes. So with 1.0, I already mentioned that they brought Laura, a new Wayfinder who's effectively a caster, as well as a variety of new weapons, as well as the final zone to come out for this game. In which, yeah, I played a bit of it. It's been pretty interesting thus far. None of my progress was reset when 1.0 got pushed out, so that's great. And, yeah. So before I forget my train of thought, this is what my character looks like. It looks like a Tribe Ascend character, I know. Anyway, before I lose my train of thought in totality, because I did not continue the thought process. Dragon Age Veilguard. Yes. Alright, so, yeah. From what I was able to put together from the information I have, it is going to be much more action-oriented. It's going to be different, narratively speaking, to some extent, given the fact that the last Dragon Age game came out 10 years ago with Inquisition. Not every choice you made is gonna really matter for not every choice is gonna matter for Veilguard, and this is likely due to the fact that the amount of work that would need to go into like trying to catalog and track down every single choice you made, from sending one girl to college in Dragon Age Origins, a dwarf girl, mind you, to did Hawk eat shepherd's pie, or did he eat something else altogether? To who did the Inquisitor fuck to get Josephine out of her debt? Yeah, there's a lot of details that are kinda sorta all over the place and are not really going to be accounted much into let's see here. So there's not really going to be many major choices from the first two games and from Inquisition that's going to come into Veilguard. I know that at the very least the three pivotal choices that matter in Veilguard or from Inquisition will matter is who was your Inquisitor, who did they romance, and did the Inquisition stay or did it get dissolved?
Hatred carries on the winds. Otrok.
I'm just gonna skim by this.
What have you done? These poor, twisted things. They will be avenged. Place their remains around my chamber.
But yeah. So those choices from Inquisition are the ones that matter to some extent, and I can't say that I'm particularly glamorized over the fact, but at the same time I can't say I'm really that surprised given that despite the Dragon Age keep existing. Sec to just...
Let my soul flow through the veins of the earth, through the forgotten bones of Evanor, into the primal chaos that lies beneath all. I feel the foulness, but I flow forward. Push past the shadows and pursue the pure blood of the heart. Deeper, ever deeper. Yes, I flow into the heart itself. I open myself to its power. I speak with its voice. I am. I am an old witch mired in the past.
My mind too small to grasp the future.
In part, and so much more.
I am the vengeance of the
eons.
I am the end
of your creation.
I am the
hollow heart of a world that should never have been born. I've enjoyed the Reavers, hunting you with their flesh. But now, the end has come. Beacon and Gloom.
I claim them as my own.
Wormwood rises.
Go
ahead then.
She
Cannot.
No. She...
I will not be turned. Echo, extinguish the flames. Oh, such hunger, such rage. A vile seed planted in the heart. An insatiable desire to consume both light and shadow. Otrok is a tool, a vessel for the power of this hollow heart. My king came to the heart seeking guidance, and it broke him with its hunger and hatred, turning him into the Reaver King. Who did this? Who planted this seed on the day that your gloom fell? I feel the torch of something ancient, something powerful. It has swallowed the light within the heart. It doesn't matter. There's no time. I saw it. Wormwood rises. The veins of the earth carrying corrupted blood both to and from the heart. It will be the end of all things. A hollow one. The mightiest of them all. A conflux of the corrupted veins. The focus of its power. It is a projection of this hollow heart into our world. You must find Wormwood and destroy it. You must find it! Follow its traces. Go, quickly! I can still feel the hunger, the hatred. I must rest.
Oh, lovely.
Gather your strength.
Alrighty. Alright, so yeah. It's been like 10 years since Inquisition. The three choices that matters is if the Inquisition stayed, who was your Inquisitor, and who you romanced. I can't say it, as I said, I can't say I'm really that. I am miffed about that not many of the choices from the original. From the original 2 games as well as Inquisition matters too much. However, I can understand that it would take a great deal of cataloging to get through the decisions. And for all intents and purposes, I'm not sure how long Veilguard takes after Inquisition, so could be like a few years after it. So, yeah. I don't know. I know that there's like a lot of talk about the fact that there's a bunch of political stuff attached to it, which is somewhat concerning to some extent. However, we'll see when I play it, whether on stream or yeah, so when I play it on stream or on my off time, we'll see just how much of this, we'll just see how much of the discourse is warranted and how much isn't. I imagine some of it is warranted, but just as well, can't exactly get a proper assessment without it being out. I mean, it's not like a TV show where you can, like, look at the handful of shots you got, you know, hear the details of the writer saying, you know, I never played the Tomb Raider game, so, all that jazz. What is that? So yeah, there's things like that. If you say that while doing a video game, you're already that the character creator is getting lambasted a bit. There are some reports, from what I have seen, of people saying, you know, it's... As I'll say, yeah, so... There's some reports where people are saying, like, yeah, you know, the character creator is not bad in terms of, like, facial profile. It's now accounting for, you know... Instead of having, like, let's say a raw gen, let's say like raw face gen, say for example, like using Elden Ring that uses face gen, or even Skyrim or Starfield using face gen. Dragon Age Veilguard is not pretty much yes, set so pretty much, I guess you could say it's kind of sorta like the Baldur's Gate 3 in the sense where you have preset faces, but instead of just choosing those preset faces, you can actually make them more unique and fine-tuned. So yeah, that's great. The origin system that is in Dragon Age Veilguard is pretty much going to carry on what it did in the first 3 Dragon Age games, so that's pretty interesting, I'd say. We get more backstory, well, yeah, we get to choose our backstory, choose where we come from, what we were doing and all that, to some extent or another. So yeah, you know, pretty much it's like choose your origin and what you were doing. Much like, you know, if you chose a warrior or a human. I'm trying to properly place it. So yeah, no, effectively, if you played as a human or you get to choose and pick being whether... Sorry, I'm a bit scattershot right now trying to explain it. Alright, so, effectively, unlike in Origins, where if you played as a human, you're designated as either Kuslan or Mel, or you played as an elf, you're classified as either it's not going to be like where it's like designated for you. You can actually choose what your family name is is and where that's right? Even Intermission didn't have that. For example, you didn't really have that choice. Again, your race so you played as a played as a elf, played as a barrel, played as a Gennari, you play as someone who's outside.
Our victory was never in doubt.
So yeah, pretty much you get to actually choose your backstory and it determines your family name as well as your origin as well. The classes seem to have been consolidated as well to some extent. From what footage I was able to get from, you know, other sources and people that have actually played the game and the like. It seems as though the best way I could describe it is if some of the D&D classes came to, well, I had to say came to life, but definitely were given some sort of a form to some extent. For example, the rogue, you pretty much have the duelist, which is effectively a swashbuckler, a Veil Ranger, which is, I want to say, for that one, it would have been a Ranger Planeswalker, and then for the Subterfuge Artist, that's pretty much just Thief. Yeah, that's pretty much just D&D.
No fear.
For the Warrior, they do have... They have... effectively a champion, which is, well, I want to say like but champion requires you to pretty much reliably get like 90. So I want to say theoretically it would be closer to that as a battle master.
For the living!
Which I think probably was closest. Probably the closest to what Origin is. With the fact that it is a theoretically. I'm trying to think. It was like barbarian. Then there's the mage class. One of them is There we go.
There are more battles ahead.
Alright. So for the mage in Dragon Age Guard, the first subclasses are Knight and Cancer. It's pretty much the return of the Knight and Cancer, and like two new ones as well. In which I think one of them is the Necromancer, and the other one is a let me see actually, what is it? Alright, let me see here. So the classes and specialization. The rogue, as I mentioned, has the duelist, which is swashbuckler, saboteur, which is thief, veil ranger, which is planeswalker ranger. The warrior has the champion, which utilizes the sword and shield as the descriptor goes. And the closest I could describe it is probably being a champ, is pretty much being the battle master to some extent. So yeah, battle master in D&D, where you pretty much have like a bunch of utility tools to draw from. Although the descriptor from this article says that it's likely to be a tank, which isn't far off, but to another extent, battle master as well, with the battle feats, have the ability to like rally and, you know, taunt effectively too. So theoretically it fits that descriptor. The Reaper, from what I saw, is pretty much Eldritch Knight with a hint of Warlock Hexblade, but given the fact that it is a fighter still, it's probably closer to Eldritch Knight. And then the Slayer is effectively a barbarian. So, yeah. And then the Mage. The Spellblade is effectively the, for the Mage and Veilguard, it is effectively a Blade Singer, which, while Blade Singer in D&D doesn't have the ability to manifest a magic blade without expending a spell slot, for example, the Green Flame Blade, if I'm not mistaken, is an example of that, or the Shadow Blade is also another example of that. I'm trying to really remember the spells off the top of my head, but I know that those are actual spells in the game, in D&D, so that's pretty much the closest equivalents I could come up to. The Evoker is Evocation Wizard, and the Death Caller is just Necromancer, in which I think that's also a wizard subclass. In fact, let me look that up real quick. Let's see here. School of Necromancy, Wizard. So yeah, that's pretty much the closest adjacency I got to it. Okay, what time is it? Because I really should be.
The conflux of storm and radiant energies.
Good, good. Follow the trace. Find Wormwood in the Hollow Heart. You must destroy it before it's too late.
Alright, but yeah, so in terms of D&D analogies goes, Dragon Age Veilguard definitely has closest to 5th edition stuff. I imagine for that also applies to the first 2 Dragon Age games, with Dragon Age Origins probably being closest to 3rd edition D&D, which was out at the time, and then 2nd edition, and then Dragon Age 2 taking out their 3.5 is on time. I had to say that. I like it well enough, but in terms of gameplay, speaking of which, I know that some people were lamenting the fact that Veilguard wasn't like a CRPG I can't say I'm going to miss that angle of Dragon Age, mostly due to the fact that, one, real-time combat, even with pause, it is insufferable in the ass that I had to get anyone to try. I know that for some of the more old-head RPG players that played Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, came out played. And to each their own, but I prefer turn-based combat for a good reason, and not just JRPG. Like, the way that player uses combat takes out the next It actually allows players
I hear the echoes of Wormwood's death even here.
combat,
Something is
as well as
wrong.
also determine.
Bring me its essence.
As I was saying, allows players to determine positioning, the flow of combat, as well as how they want to start things. Whilst real-time combat is just messy and kind of clunky a lot of the time. The amount of times I fucking yelled at my screen while playing Obsidian and BioWare games because two people were fucking standing next to each other, wailing and missing, is far too many to count, and I'm pretty sure someone with even less patience than me would just pretty much just say, well, fuck. Am I just gonna sit here and watch these two assholes just wail at each other even though they're in, you know, good proximity to each other? Are they intentionally whiffing? So, the change from real-time combat to active combat, or action-oriented combat, is...
Hatred carries on the winds. Altrock, what have you done?
Yes, it is certainly more preferable in this instance.
Wormwood, the seed through which the corrupted heart spilled into the world. Yet I can still feel its hunger, reaching into the gloom. This battle has only just begun. The roots are spreading to domains deep within the gloom. Levels of reality you cannot touch. At least, not as you are now. To reach the roots, Wormwood was made to shape the gloom and infiltrate its deepest layers. The sliver of wormwood that you've brought me, it still holds that power. You are a tapestry, little echo, formed of many threads. I could weave Wormwood's power into you, just as I did with Kolar the Beastmaster. If you would save your people, this is the only path forward. So banish your doubts, gather your courage, let us do what must be done. I must weave Wormwood's essence into you. I am certain it will be painful, but you will survive it. Are you ready?
Absolutely not.
How unexpected. Can you feel what I feel? Can you feel the hunger of the heart? Can you see the cage of light, the ancients bound above? Don't you seek to change the world, Wayfinder? Let the heart be your guide. Surrender to its power. Let this world fall into the primal chaos it was always meant to be. Control. Yes. Control the chaos. Rule it. Shape the world in your image. This is just a taste of the power you could wield. When you are ready for more, we will be waiting.
There, it is done. Your control over the void has grown. You should sense a third imbuement slot in your gloom dagger. Now, you can reach the roots in the deepest layers of the gloom. Seek them out and destroy them. Then, we will bring our vengeance to the king and end the threat of the Hollow Heart. Are you ready for battle? Yes, I believe you are.
I just love the fact that my character looks like a Tribes Ascend character, and then everyone else is just like some form of fashion of like magic punk fucking aesthetic. It's just hilarious. That was not my intention to make it a to make it effectively a character from Tribes Ascend, but hey. Anyway, that'll be all for this one. Thanks for stopping by. Apologies for this being so short, but as I mentioned, figured I'd get this out of the way early rather than wait for it to be later. Anyway, the next stream will be tomorrow, likely at the same time as today, so this will be it'll also be a short stream tomorrow. So, yeah, I better get going now, prepare to go to work and all that, go to sleep and all jazz. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next one, that being tomorrow morning, around the time of 10, if not a little earlier, and if not that, then possibly the weekend. In either instance, till then, take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.